Hi everyone, welcome back to For Pilates' Sake. Today we're going to run through all the level 1 reformer exercises with flow and pace. You ready, ladies? Okay, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, sit yourself down on the corner of the mat, lay yourself down, place your feet into your Pilates V position, and on your inhale, go away. Take it out. Don't go away. Just inhale, take it away, and exhale to come back in. So stand nice and strongly on the balls of the feet, keeping those heels nice and steady. Keeping your pelvis in a neutral position, and then just watching that you're resisting the straightening of the knees so that we don't go into that hyperextension. So big inhale to expand the spring and exhale to close the spring. 2 more. Breathe right up into those shoulder blocks. Last one, come all the way back in. Use your belly to pick both feet up. Come onto your arches and away you go. So find the most painful part of your foot. Make sure the forefoot is pouring over as much as the hind foot is going under, and that we don't want to really rock the feet forward and back, but that you're trying to stay right on the center of your arch as if you were a bird on a branch. I'm going to do 3 more, ladies. Nice strong arms pressed into the mat so we can find a little bit of that tricep line. On your last one, when you come back in, use your belly to bring those legs up, come onto your heels, pull your feet towards your shins, and away you go, driving through the heels, and great job. So you're not letting the toes get lagged behind, they are coming with you. Let your back really relax in the direction that we're going. This is only a level 1 exercise. You don't want to work too hard, but you want your breath mechanism to get warmed up, you want your hips to get warmed up, and a little bit of decompression of your spine. We're going to do 3 more. Inhaling all the way out, and exhale a brief moment before you come back in. Breathe in just a second before you go out, and a second before you come back in. Last one, come back in, come onto the balls of your feet. Inhale, take it out, leaving those legs straight. Lower the heels for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, lift up, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, and inhale, 2, 3. Breathe in to open up the springs, and breathe out to lower the spring. So think about lifting from the sole of the foot, more so than just from the ankle, as if you're bending the foot as if it was a spine. Let's do 3 more. Exhaling for 3 counts, and inhale, rising up for 3 counts. Nicely done. Make this your last one. Rise the heels up, close the carriage, get ready for your 100, taking the foot bar down, grabbing your handles, maybe moving a little bit away from your shoulder blocks, and you do your 100 however your body feels today. So take a deep breath in to open up the springs a little bit, and on your exhale, do a semi-roll up, looking towards your toes, and away you go. Breathing in for 5. And breathing out for 5. So now just literally watch your abdominals expand and melt. So you're really texturizing your organs, your abdominal tissue, and your back tissue. And see if you can stand on those handles as if you can pour yourself up and a little bit over onto your, towards your hips. And if you're getting tired, you're welcome to pull a knee in or pull both knees in. Nicely done, girls. 3 more sets. Big inhale. Now see if you can exhale longer. Maybe inhale for 5 and exhale for 6 or 7. This is your last one. And then get all that air out from 1999. And when it's done, you're gonna bend your knees, bend your elbows. So today we're gonna add the extender straps on. So everybody sit yourself up, come to the back of your reformer and grab your black extender straps. We're gonna do this for leg circles and frogs. You don't always have to do this, and some equipment already has a double loop. Then you won't have to get off your reformer and do this. So here we're putting the strap through the handle and the loops, and the silver portion is facing on the outside so that the hooks don't come undone. That has happened, and make sure that it's not twisted. You got it. Okay, your headrest can still stay up. You go down to 2 springs, girls. Lay yourself down. Pick your feet up into the straps instead of pulling the straps to your feet in the perfect world. So you got to do a little tail curl. And again, like I said, make sure the clip portion is facing outward so they don't snag upon one another. And we're going to go into frogs first. So your knees are bent, the straps are on the inside, and on your inhale, you're going to move your femur in your hip to send your legs away. And on your exhale, you're going to resist the knees bending to come back in. So we're keeping the pelvis neutral. and then just moving the femurs in the hips. So why could this be difficult for someone? Maybe they have a hard time finding their heel squeeze, they push with one leg more than the other, so then that will show up in this exercise. And that they are learning to not drive the reformer from the knee joint, but really from the ball in the socket. Okay guys, last one. The next time you straighten your legs out, keep them straight, and then just lift them up to 90 degrees to do some small leg circles. So we're gonna open up the legs on your inhale and down. You're gonna exhale, bring them together and return. And the circles are not as big as you would do on the Cadillac, obviously, because the strap will hit the shoulder blocks or the chest. And then you're looking for your hamstring length and only go as much as you don't feel your booty coming off the mat. So no back coming off, maybe ease off a little bit more, Mel. So you guys really stand on your hamstrings, and then we're gonna reverse it. You're gonna inhale to open up the hips, take the legs out as wide as they can, and then close the legs at the top without moving the reformer. Well done, ladies, let's do 2 more. Inhale it out, exhale it around, come back in. So generally you would do 3 in each direction. And then come all the way back in. Good job, you can take those off your feet, just throw them into the well, and get ready for your stomach massage. So bar is up, 2 springs, and we're going into round back. So sit yourself to the very front edge of the reformer. Oh, sorry, 4 springs, sorry. Not 2 springs. No, I was being nice. You can do 2 springs if you want, but generally you want 4 springs for the round back and 3 springs for the arch back. So thanks, ladies. I was just testing you. You all passed. On your inhale, take the reformer back, lower and lift the heels, and exhale to return. So you want those arms pressing strongly into the reformer so that it helps you stabilize your shoulder girdle. You inhale, keep the reformer back even as you lower and lift, as difficult as that is. And then this is a great opportunity to look at your knees. Are you lowering your heels by dropping your knee joint, or are you keeping those shins nice and high? We're going for 8. Maybe we can do 2 more. And then once you've done your 8th one, you come back in, you take a spring off if you haven't already, and we generally do hit 3 springs. Bring your arms back onto the shoulder blocks. Don't lock those elbows, and on your inhale, pick your heart up as those hips go back, lower and lifting. And here, just like in footwork, you want to resist the straightening and the bending of the knees. So you really know that you're powering from the stance in your foot. And then Mel, see if you can keep those heels a little higher longer until your legs have straightened right, then to lower and lift. Yeah, and see if you can keep your heels not so high, but keep them, don't mush them together. So you keep this up. You keep it there, now it goes down, now it comes up. Go back, guys. Heavier springs. And then last one, come all the way in, ladies. And then you can step off to the right. And we're doing short box. So you take your box on, your headrest comes down. Your box generally goes over your shoulder blocks against your post. Your foot bar is down. And 2 springs just to keep the carriage from wiggling about. And then grab your bar from the well, put it in front of the box, and then you can have a seat and hook your feet under the strap in front. So we're gonna go for 2 round back and then 2 extended, but you don't have to go into extension if your body is not ready for that. Just stick to the round back version. So your knees are bent, pull the strap strongly, and the legs are apart. And then on your inhale, you start to roll your pelvis back. Just go halfway, stay in your curl. And on your exhale, sink your guts to roll yourself forward. So with Amy having her arm here, that's sort of traditionally how it's done. She's gonna inhale, feel her belly expand into her forearms, and then exhale, let her forearms melt into her belly. Now you can continue doing it that way, or you can go all the way back into extension. And you can see the 3 different arm versions. Tracy has her hands behind the box. Amy has hers on her belly, and then Mel has hers under her thighs. Making sure your legs don't change. They don't straighten or bend. If they're bent, that's the way they stay, but don't lock out your knees to take you down. It's a little bit of a cheat. And then inhale and exhale to rise all the way back up. Reach forward, grab your bar. We're gonna do flat back now. Lift those arms up nice and high to the roof. Keep that pinky line nice and snuggled in those little side pockets of your shirt. And on your inhale, we're gonna open up the hips. And on your exhale, you're gonna return. And again, see if you can bend your knees a little bit more, Amy, driving your, the shin or the ankle into the box. You don't have to go far on this one. Keep your tail curl, all right? Only the pelvis is what takes you back. If the pelvis stops moving and the upper body goes more, then you know you've lost your nice little C curve or your little mini C curve. You got it, guys. One more time. Inhale, go up and tip back, and exhale to return. And then we're gonna take the box, put it back, and now we're gonna get ready for our elephant. So as you come forward, your headrest will come up. Don't rehook the handles this time. Your foot bars to the top, and you have 2 springs on. So depending on your height, you can get your heels right back to the shoulder blocks. If you're tiny, you can bring them a little more forward. And if you're a super tucker, you can bring your heels back, and of course the opposite if you're in lordosis. So on your inhale, you open up a few inches, and exhale, you come back in. And we're going for 8. It's quite brisk. Try not to rock from heel to ball of foot. So ladies, look at your toes, and then stay very anchored on your heel. Right. 1 or 2 more. Come all the way back in, come down onto your knees for knee stretches, put your heels up against the shoulder blocks, find your round back, and we're going for 8. Here we go. Inhale to take it out, exhale to come back in. Right, looking down towards your center, and you're only taking those legs as far as you're not gonna lose your tail curl. 2 more. Come all the way back in, change your spine into extension, and away you go. So your heart is reaching in one direction, your tail is reaching in the other, and the same thing goes here. We're not allowing the hips to drop towards the mat. Last 2. Come all the way in. Let's go down to 4 springs for running. Good job, you guys. Balls of the feet on the bar. Take yourself out on your inhale. And then away you go. So you're gonna do 4 cycles of breathing. You're gonna inhale for as many as you can and exhale for as many as you can. So 3 cycles of breathing. Stand nice and strong on both feet. Don't just shift from one foot to the other, but both balls of the feet have equal pressure so that there's no movement through the hips. Let's make this our last cycle of breathing. Pick your heels up nice and high, close the carriage. Into bottom lift, you either have the arches on the corner or the heels on the corner of the bar. We stay neutral and we pick the pelvis up just an inch or just enough that your hand can kind of swoop under, right? And on your inhale, you're gonna resist the straightening of the knees and resist the bending of the knees. Now watch the pelvis does not rise up and down. It stays the same plane, so you're moving your femurs in your sockets, particularly on the way in. Right? So we're looking for more rotation coming in. Don't force that on the way out because that's not a natural bone rhythm. Nicely done. Feel that breath go right up into those shoulder blocks, you guys. Last one. Come all the way in and then allow your spine to roll down. And you lovely ladies are done. Thanks everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.